Don't see this too often. Majority of the time, we always just go to APOC and kind of go from there. But okay, so we're gonna get the Simon crossover here instead of the Finn. Still the same lineup, but just a different skin.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, with the crossovers here in this game, I mean, they're always bringing some new spice. I mean, we just got the newest crossover announced here. Going to see some SpongeBob action relatively soon. But right now, we're just hanging out with Castlevania, and we're hanging out with Pugsy and FryDasOle right now. Nothing super crazy happening in the first part of this match. It's a pretty, you know, pretty all right neutral going on, a little back and forth, but no one taking a super huge advantage. Okay, here we go. Fry.
A lot of it's
oh, that would have been a great pickup.
Weapon toss up. He's going to be trying to look for the clip at least.
Oh yeah.
Point. But it also controls so much space. Because if you fade back, you get caught by that weapon toss. If you decide to stay on the soft platform, you're going to probably spot dodge, which is going to give you a free punish.
Oh, okay. There it is. The reverse down air. Is that going to be a no? Oh, misses the ground pound, though. Okay, they're both ground pounding. The ground is getting pounded. Like
these boots are made for stomping, but unfortunately he got knocked back up to the stage, so that whole interaction comes to a close. But they did both put each other right at that KO window that we needed. We're gonna see the first one go to Pugsy.
Here it is, and again, you know, these are both these characters putting out real damage when they get these hits with these high, you know, these high force stats. So. I expect to see some stocks dropping relatively soon in this match.
Sidelight Sarah is inbound in 3, 2. Oh, actually, good.
Very close. He was very close to getting that two. Almost like a little Shoryu, little anti-air action coming up. Tries for, again, the reverse down air, but this time around, Pugsy's going to take a wide recovery, and he is just moving around FryDasOle right now.
I actually like that switch off to the side, too, because something that can happen with Orb is the obviousness of Sidelight Sarah, so it's pretty easy to move around and get a quick punish on, but not going to be able to get that recovery to push him back off stage, and Pugsy moving this damage so much high in his favor.
Somehow not getting the follow-up here of the recovery to try to take that stock, or at least push him up into the skies. And that is going to be enough. Yep, just a raw side air is going to be enough to do it from FryDasOle, but he is taking so much damage. It's going to be, you know, borrow time on the stock.
This is the time for it, too. If you got Scythe in hand, you could absolutely make it happen. I'm sorry.
We're not making anything happen over there.
You got to ponder said orb and figure out what in the world just happened in that last stock.
So yeah, look into the future, man, and then maybe look into the past in that orb, like, what could I have done differently? Because that's what it's feeling like right now. Pugsy with a very, very solid lead, a full stock ahead of FryDasOle. But again, this is both of these characters doing mad damage. You can see FryDasOle starting to get a little bit of momentum here. Boom, unanswered damage all the way up to orange.
That's good stuff right there. If you start seeing the sidelight into the nair read and just continuous pressure like that, you got a solid 4-piece head. Ooh, that would have absolutely been a stock off the side cancel. Just misses it though. I like also with the gravity cancel, the neutral sig, just kind of say, back off me, let me rock. If you jump into it, you're going to take a lot.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of space right there. And I mean, whilst I do think that Pugsy could potentially try to go around, if he's not like preemptively thinking about that, it's going to be a little hard to go around and try to maybe get a ground pound or something like that to line up whilst Fry is, one, charging, and two, doing it well enough to avoid the actual hit. Fry, though, doing a good job of getting himself back into the game. It's going to just let him come back to the stage, or maybe it was a bait because he immediately cleaned that up.
Like sometimes we like try to overhype. It's like maybe that was a read, but it actually kind of felt like that. It's like movement bait. The obvious thing you think is going to be a downer off the side of the stage, but instead I'm going to catch you. You're going to rush in. I'm going to get this orb recovery. Now we're back to a pretty solid even game because that last stock is actually not too bad compared to stock 2.
No, not at all. So, but unfortunately though, he is starting to get hurt. You know, we are starting to get into those deeper oranges now, into the red, and oh!
There it is. The neutral sig, if you are not paying attention at a given point in time, is going to find that opener, is going to find that D-light, you get caught up, boom. N-lights too, like, will get you scared in that position to kind of keep pushing you back so you don't want to take that D-light stare off the side. It makes you kind of jump happy. Yeah. And that's exactly how he was able to catch it. That is such a strong sig, and it's going to be used so much throughout the set.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see that again, definitely in the replays. But I think they hit that like that new dash to get back down to the. That was, yeah, man.
Yeah,
that was clean.
A whole lot of that throughout that. Shout out to that new dash drop, making things a little bit. What did Flammo say? It's like, this is no longer an old man's game. This is purely a young man's game.
Oh yeah.
To be able to get those reactions. I saw him trying to do it off stage. It was looking kind of rough.
Yeah, well, yeah, we definitely. Flambo's still, you know, one of the competitions that plays quite a bit. And yeah, he was kind of struggling to get that stuff down too. But hey, man, you know, as he said, old man, it's not an old man game anymore, bro. If I see you moving like that, I'm just gonna go ahead and call next. I'm like, you know what? I'll play the next guy,
Pull
bro.
up with the hitbox, you got it. I see you doing that kind of movement, you got it, bro.
Yeah, you got it, man.
I'll step up. But Fried got it right there. Gonna go ahead and get that recovery cash out, catching it back up with the nair. Weapon toss up to try and maybe go for the D-Light. No, instead, Sidelight coming through. Big hit there with the ground pound, going down with the weapon toss. Dude, this is a perfect stock. Goes for the weapon toss again, but misses the last hit he needed to finish it, but a message was sent.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely probably could have just dropped a ground pound there. Oh, he is looking for some big plays right now. The slide charge into the neutral sig, reversal. Oh, okay, managed to slide through the shotgun.
Just the toss-up orb almost made him get hit into the sig, and so he ends up walking away. But these weapon tosses up have been utilized so many times to try and get Pugsy to go low, but Pugsy said, I don't really care about that. I got an axe and a dream, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the side air out, shut that down.
It seems like Fry right now is definitely trying to make some highlight reel plays, some ESPN-worthy plays right now, and Pugsy is just like, you know what, basics. Fundamentals, that's what I do. It's getting very, very easy punishes. I mean, the last part of the first game was pretty flashy in itself, but even now, that's for the young man. That's the fundamental punish right there.
Back to this old discourse. Look, you may have had the hard work, but I got the natural talent. That ain't going to work on me right now. You're right, though. He definitely needs at least one so he can go back and look at it later. Might be able to get the weapon toss over, looking for unarmed cider. Nope, just goes back. Not worth it to try and keep pushing there.
Okay, there he goes. Fry is going to be able to make it back to the stage one more time. Pugsy, though, just dancing in front of him, just kind of walking him down. Like that's what that type of neutral I like to see when it's like, you know, I'm threatening your space and you're just continually backing up. So he backs him all the way up to the edge. But okay, trying to make some. Oh, nice off the wall. Keeping some good pressure up.
He's been picking it up a lot. You can see it, like between trying to go for that big GC sidelight call out before it, is mostly because he had just got that spot dodge read, and it seems like Friday's starting to pick up on some of the defensive habits from Pugsy, which it is a long set, so you got to make sure you're prepped for it. But Pugsy's struggling a little bit to find an opener lately.
Yeah, and Fry still, you know, willing to throw out some of these SIGs just kind of haphazardly. Pugsy really doesn't really seem to be the one to swing first too often, so I think that's something Fry's gonna have to look out for. Maybe try to force Pugsy to swing first a little more. Finds the side air for that stock, and now he's got a good lead.
As they say, defense wins championships, and that's a lot of what Pugsy has been able to do. But finally, having a stock where it wasn't perfect the whole time. But that was just one time. Can you keep that up? Because all throughout the first game, Pugsy was controlling the pace well. Tried to go for a big play right there, not going to find it. Cider, at least give him stage control.
Oh, okay. Another big down air. Nope, cannot get that second down air to rock. Great weapon toss there from FryDasOle to go ahead and get back to the stage. Oh, the ground pound's going to hit above him and send him packing. So that's going to keep Pugsy into this game only in the yellow. And this is definitely easy damage that Brawlhalla, or now Simon, can make back.
Very close game here, too. Like, first game was pretty close, but it started to slowly shift away. But Fried looking better, not just on the orb, but very much better so on the scythe, which is what we're going to see right now. One solid 4-piece gets you that much closer.
Okay. Oh, nice. He's right back there into the lead. I mean, it's a small lead. Oh, that's going to be, yeah, that could have been big damage right there. Fry, once again, trying to force Pugsy close to that stage so he can get a good ground pound, maybe a solid punish off of that with these weapon tosses. And he's still got the percent lead here, unarming Pugsy, who, again, is sliding through this shotgun. And now Fry just looking for that last big hit to go ahead and take this low defense champion across that blast zone.
Right, almost had him too. I'm trying to go for that weapon toss, and he backed off, tried to catch that dare, but it's just not going to hit. These weapon tosses have been really good for Fried, but he hasn't been able to finish off the combos he needs. Now he just needs sidelight Sair, one good call, and he takes it. No, instead, ooh, that could have been a potential punish. Cider won't be enough from Pugsy yet. Weapon toss forces him to have to burn the dodge, and somehow he gets back on. That GC D-Light into recovery would have closed the match.
And now Pugsy here off on the side. How is Fry gonna? Fry didn't try to go for that's what I was looking for first. I thought he was gonna do it the first time, but no, he actually does go for the reverse down air. Doesn't get it this time around, and they are playing again some intense neutral. Is that going to be enough? Wow! Wow! Even the announcer. Wow!
Is that really?
That?
Bro, go get a burger or something. Put a little weight on there. Help.
Oh man, yeah, 1-1 now on the screen. A very, very close second game, but FryDasOle was able to find that stray side air to go ahead and take it. I'm surprised. The announcer's surprised.
Yeah, and a much better game there with the scythe too. 350 damage on the scythe overall, cracking over 600. But the orb was always there to get the string started. We saw a couple of 4-hit strings, but the scythe kept the pressure up a lot, which is what started to make Pugsy go exactly into the position that Fried was looking for. The only thing he couldn't get throughout that set, you kept talking about it, was the layup toss to try and get one of the weapons to hit to confirm. if Fried starts hitting those. I don't know how Pugsy rebounds after that, but he's been very good on movement. Like we talked about with twos earlier, his defense has just been playing out here too.
Yeah, and so I mean, looking at this damage here this time around, before in the game before this, Pugsy actually had two signatures, and they both hit this time. 2 signatures, neither one of them hit. We're getting mad signatures here from FryDasOle, though, as I was kind of expecting. 10 sigs, only one of them hit. But you know, hey man, the damage is there. Yep. It's just that just kind of goes to show you, the stats and the stuff just go to show you that FryDasOle is willing to take those big swings a lot more than Pugsy right now.
Yeah, definitely something you'll see on Fate pretty often too, because of how much range she does cover with that. So it's like you got to put that fear at least in there that it could happen. It may not hit you, but it could, and when it does, you're not gonna like it. Yeah,
watch yourself basically is what Fate says. You know, I got the shotguns both ways. I can shoot it up, I can shoot it forward. I got a rifle as well. If I charged up a little bit, boom, there it is. Shots are happening. Bang, bang. He's out of here.
All you need is one to hit. Doesn't matter if all the other ones mess up. If the one sends the message, that's all you need. Switching over to Triplats here, too, with Small Enigma, it's a little bit easier for Fried to actually get some landing options. I'm kind of surprised that this is where we ended up overall, because you don't want to be anywhere near Axe at all times. They're going to be throwing out big hits on the platform, sure, but it's a little easier to see it coming now.
Oh, yeah. And so now we see Pugsy now trying to get back into this game. Fry. Not wasting no time. Oh, it still catches the weapon, too. It's going to be in a slight disadvantage state right there, but it does manage to make it back to the stage. And as you said, you know, the Triplats are going to give you more places to land now. You know, refresh your jump, refresh your options, and really, you know, get back into the match. And now Pugsy, he doesn't look like he has a home here. Oh.
Yeah, definitely feeling a little more comfortable as the matches progress. This is what you need, but he is behind a full stock because of that earlier hit he took. It is Jolly, so you can get rid of stocks pretty quick. I'm kind of surprised that Recovery didn't take it off, but a little bit higher of a blast zone, not too much higher. But if you cannot get that KO right there, Fried is going to probably play a little reckless right here because it's like, well, you're already in the red. So if I take a trade, it might work for me.
Okay, hold up. Try to get back down to the ground one more time, manages to do it. Now they're playing that neutral in the middle again. Pugsy has been on the receiving end of a lot of damage already. Finally finds himself a stock, but sitting in the red as Jala on your second while you just took the first one off Fry. I mean, some crazy combos could happen to getting back in this game, but Fry has been definitely cooking as far as this game. Oh! All right, well, he believed a little too hard. I don't know. He was looking for a hard read.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you're Pugsy, you probably look for a D-Light read into Dare, follow, drop back down, get another D-Light Sear. So you can get some damage in, but that was a borrowed time stock. So you had to find some opener at some point. But now you just put that in the back. Just now, I know this is easier said than done, but just don't get hit.
Yeah. So Fry, man, FryDasOle has definitely been getting good at getting these dodges out of Pugsy and then punishing accordingly. Hasn't got like the longest combo just yet, but he has definitely hit him once and just waited, and Pugsy has given up that dodge quite a bit.
Pugsy is, like we said before, it seems like Friday started to figure out some of the defensive habits, and that does happen often with Scythe too, because you never want to get caught by the active inputs, but Pugsy has minimized the damage here. One good ground pound or one good side arrow take it. Actually, D-Light Recovery might do it as he looked for it there. Recovery by itself was not enough to take it off the top. He needs to get rid of this stock soon because it's been a good amount of time since Friday's hit him. He wants to make sure that stays that way.
Right. All right. How's he going to get back to this, again, the top side of the ground pound. Managed to work out again for Pugsy, who is back in this game. Hasn't, you know, has played this last stock quite well, only in the yellow. It's a little deeper of a yellow, but it's still good for him to, you know, be at a position where he's not going to lose that stock immediately off the next hit.
And maybe get this comeback. Broken the rules of gravity twice. It's actually tripped me up seeing it get the knockback up 2 times in a row. But for Fried, the problem is you haven't gotten too many hits in a while. But now here we go. Tried to go for the recovery read, maybe looking for a dodge to the left-hand side. And you were talking about that force, the damage that get puts on. It took so long before he finally got a hit, but look at him. He's already back in the red.
Pugsy. Okay, fighting his way back to the stage. Oh, getting some good damage there. A little three-piece, and now keeping that pressure off. Oh, no, you're gone! Oh, my God!
Look at the hands on the face went up immediately. That's all it takes. That's all it takes on Small Enigma, especially if you make a mistake that high up.
Oh,
there was so much damage that was put on. But what happened past that stuffed recovery on the side, you try to almost force the situation again because you see the stuffed recovery from Pugsy. It's like, okay, maybe I'll try to go pressure. Oops, you got carried all the way up to the top. That was the 3rd time that Pugsy had looked for that GCD light to get that recovery. Missed 2 times before, but we mentioned it with the SIGs earlier. It doesn't matter as long as that one you needed hit.
Oh, yeah, man. And Pugsy, I mean, that's how you take an advantage. I mean, he literally fought. That was from the edge. He had to break a recovery And then off that neutral layer break the recovery, he turned that into an entire stock. That is crazy. What a run right there from Pugsy to get that last stock off. And now 2-1 over the set.
And
Man.
that game was quite literally as even as you could get in every way. I'm looking back at the stats. 537 damage done for both. An early stock coming in here for Fried. But their stocks prior were actually the same amount of time, essentially. So Fried needs a lot more of that to send a message after what just happened.
Yeah, you got to get to this game 5, man. It's very easily shown that Pugsy is able to explode and turn that into a great opportunity, into a great stock. But right now, Fry is kind of playing the slow and steady game, which is allowing him to inch closer to victory. We need some more damage here from Pugsy to really turn the stock into a victory. I think he might be able to go for that dash you were talking about, though, or the down light dash into the neutral sig. He might be able to hit that and get it for the stock now, but honestly, has to find that. You got to find the first hit. He's kind of throwing stuff out right now. That side light, no one home, or that side sig, no one home for it.
Yeah, seeing if you maybe catch it, like you talked about before with the race, you got to pace yourself. It's a marathon, even with characters like this, is because of the fact that there's so much damage on board. Right. You can't be the one to take the hit. And even after that really early stock that happened, you can see it. Pugsy is establishing fear in Fried. Fried just looking for one big opener, finally finds it, but doesn't get to go over there to look for that active deep input D-light to maybe try to keep pushing.
Okay, Fried is going to get sent out of there finally, back into playing relatively defensive right now. He's been kind of chilling out, but that's what you're allowed to do. And platform fighters, genuinely, if you have the lead, you do not have to approach. Like, it's now up to the opponent to make something happen. And Fry has really kind of taken that mantra like tenfold in the later half of the set.
We'll see if maybe he can push it to that game 5. I think Fried is completely capable of doing it, especially because in that last match, it's not like he didn't control the match all game. He just made a crucial error
right
at the end that was punished heavily. Ooh. But there you go, catches him underneath, minimize the damage. That one is a way cleaner stock, but that last stock is what Pugsy brought it all the way back, borderline hit. Fried can't let that happen again, and that's why he's playing a little bit more aggressive. Yeah,
I mean, he's making it so that, he's definitely forcing a lot of zone control right here is coming out from these SIGs. I mean, they may not be hitting, but you're definitely not going to jump past me with this long SIG going around, which then allows me to set up a lot of, of my attacks that are just going to continuously throw you down. So, love to see it. Pugsy right now, though, on a little bit of a tear on this second stock, just looking for a way to even this up as quick as possible, and he's doing a good job of doing that.
Siders built up damage so fast. We've seen a couple of recoveries not take it off the top yet. That other one, of course, had to be all the way in the skies, but it's near that range where you could go for that D-Light Sear off the side. Another attempt to try and catch him. Sider won't be enough. Tried to go for a Sider off stage. That definitely would have did it.
This is going to be an issue for him. Can he make it back? Does do such and looks for the ground pound, but no one home on that either. Luckily, though, does live to see another day on this last stock of his. He's still trying to find a way to get the second one off of Fry. Uh-oh.
Goes a little deep. You got to weapon toss up to keep yourself safe. Gets the reversal here. Doesn't get the unarmed, so it doesn't matter. Fried is still drifting off, though, with the side cancel. Bro, he's been trying to use that on those platforms the entire match. Very similar to what we saw with the GCD lights from Pugs. He said, I can do it too. One of them's eventually going to hit. What was it? It was 5 count, only 1 hit, but it was the one that mattered the most.
Yeah, man, he hit the parting gift right there on that one. Sliding out, but actually here, I left you something. Boom. Gone. Get him out of here. So now into game 5. Again, for the most part, this has definitely been FryDasOle's his control of the pacing of the matches here. So Pugsy, he may be a little uncomfortable with the way that he has to play this match, but he has shown that he can do it at least twice. Now we're getting into this game 5. Let's see if he can either control the pace of the match a little more, or can he just match the pace that FryDasOle is playing and get this W.
Yeah, I mean, Pugsy's really showcased how strong Simon on the Jala crossover can be, where you can lose neutral most of the game, but all you need to do is get a couple hits in, and you are at KO windows. That puts a lot of fear in people. So the fact that Fried has been in the lead most of the time, but we are still in game number 5, that will be a lot of stress because the fear factor starts playing in the last game where you really don't want to get hit, and maybe Pugsy makes another thing happen, much like what happened in game number 3.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see if he can do it, though, man. Pugsy now was kind of on the sword for most of this, I think, is what we're saying. Yeah, the sword has been quit for 73% of the time that last game. Now, and on this axe play, maybe he's trying to mix it up a little bit. The axe doing big hits and causing big damage, and he's going to finish that off with a gravity cancel down heavy. Love to see it. That's the good way to start this 5th game.
I never really thought I would see Simon breakdance in my lifetime, but
here we are.
He got it. He hit that.
He got those.
Right now, that was a hard-hitting move as he needed it to be. That entire stock was dominated in his favor, and now from this point forward, Fried basically has to do what he did before. He needs big combo strings. I think the Scythe is the play to try and get to ASAP, which is exactly what we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great start, though, for Pugsy 100%. I mean, this is like pretty much how most of the games have started against him, and now he's got a very, very solid lead. Seems like Fry is full-on struggling against this axe, getting sent way far away. He cannot make that back. I mean, well, that was super low, and he got hit, and it already kind of sends that kind of like slightly down angle, too, so got sent super far away. Wasn't going to be able to make that back. This is this is Pugsy's game to win. And if he loses, this is like the maximum throw, bro. Like, I can't be any nicer about it, bro.
Well, that's one good start right there.
Oh, no.
Hey, you know, Fried has not been shy of throwing out a whole lot of SIGs. I would not be surprised to see another attempt of a full stock like that, too, to try SIG.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, I forgot the recovery. He might have actually just speed ran those 2 stocks and brought us back down.
Okay, big damage right there coming in from Pug's little 3-piece. Now, actually going to add a little the side piece right there with the 2-piece of the downlight recovery.
And Fried needs to make sure he minimizes that. Like you said, that was 2 solid plays in a row. There you go, snatch him up. Trying to catch him on an early recovery, maybe trying to get away from the continued pressure downward. Pugsy finds his way back on stage.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, nice dodge right there from Pugsy to get down and around. Another side air. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, it is going to be enough. Go ahead and throw the hands up back there. Good stuff to Pugsy. Absolute domination there on that 5th game. Dominantly taking it. No questions asked.
Yeah, the custom taunt, if you will, of constantly throwing out the neutral shakes. Like, look, it's over. It's over. Just go ahead. It's over. Retreat. Fried set reciprocating as well with the GC cancel down on the bottom of the stage. Solid set overall. Everything was really close, but we talked about it before. Everything that can happen might be just moot point if Pugsy hits you a few times. But what happens when he gets a massive lead on you? After trying to go for that ground pound second stock, it kind of felt like everything was ripped away because as much momentum as you could try to get back, he almost did it. He had that one quick stock. He almost caught the scythe again.